Hello everyone and welcome to JIMIN Weekly News. I'm Daydream and here is the first news for you. JIMIN becomes the first and only Korean soloist in history to have two albums with over 1 billion streams each on Spotify. As of September 5th, the Muse album reached 1 billion streams on the platform, now making JIMIN the first and only K-pop act who achieved this in 2024, as well as the fastest Korean album by a K-pop soloist in history to reach this milestone. Additionally, both albums now hold records as the first albums by K-pop acts to reach 1 billion streams both in 2023 and in 2024, with Muse achieving it in 48 days, where Phase achieved it in 153 days. Sophia Carson congratulated Jiminie on this historic record with a post on her official Twitter account, also mentioning her duet song with Jimin, Slow Dance, crossing 30 million streams on Spotify as well. Next on Spotify USA charts, Who reached 100 million filtered streams, and thanks to this achievement, Jimin is now the first and only solo artist in Asia, K-pop, and South Korea to reach 100 million streams on Spotify USA charts for multiple songs like Crazy and Who. And also, Jimin is the most streamed K-pop soloist in US Spotify history, achieving 250 million streams overall. And also big wins. Only CEO Casual Cass posted on Instagram about Jimin's Who at number 2 on Spotify USA daily chart with nearly 2 million streams. And Who co-producer Tenrock shared this post as well. After that, Who has earned 500 million streams on Spotify. It is now the fourth fastest song to make this feature in history. It is also the fastest ever solo by an Asian act and the fastest song of 2024 to reach this mark. Then, despite new releases, Who by Jimin was charting in the most countries on Spotify chart. It reached over 410 million filtered streams on Spotify Global chart, surpassing Super Shy by New Jeans, and it remained as the biggest song debut by K-pop act on Spotify counter in 2024 so far. Additionally, Jimin spent 300 days on Spotify Global Daily Artist chart. Who is now the longest charting solo song at number 1 on Circle Weekly Global K-pop chart in 2024, 6 weeks, as well as Jimin's second solo album Muse has been certified double platinum album by the Circle chart operated by the Korea Music Content Association for sales of over 500,000 copies. And also, despite not releasing music as a group this year, BTS is still among the best-selling K-pop artists in the US in 2024, and all the members' songs were most streamed K-pop acts on Spotify in each month of 2024 so far. And next, as of Billboard charts, on September 10th, it was revealed that Who had climbed 10 spots back up to number 28 on the Hot 100 chart. Its weekly ranking of the most popular songs in the United States. Who, which previously reached a peak of number 12 on the Hot 100, is now Jimin's first solo song ever to spend 7 weeks on the chart. Through this achievement, Jimin's song tied as the highest ranked K-soloist song in the 7th week of release in history, and he now unlocked new record of the highest ranked solo K-soloist song in the 7th week of release in history. Both Jimin's solo albums Face and Muse now tied with each other as his longest charting albums on Billboard 200 album chart for 7 weeks each. Also, here are the other positions on Billboard charts scored by Jimin in the 7th week since the Muse release. Then, producer Ghostloop shared on his Instagram story that Who re-entered the top 30 of Billboard Hot 100 at 28, and he wrote, "Thanks to all who supports us." And also, Who co-producer Tenrock posted about the song's popularity on Instagram as well, noticing its 7th week in the top 10 of United World Chart and its achievement of 500 million streams on Spotify in just 53 days. In addition, on September 11th, morning broadcast Yonhap TV News mentioned Jimin too by highlighting his impressive reverse climb on the Billboard Hot 100. With his one-of-a-kind talent and uniquely skilled artistry that has brought forth such a captivating discography for both albums, which resulted in Jimin making a name for himself in music industry and claiming his top spot as a reputable solo artist, the expectations for his future works are as high as ever, and his exceptional performance is expected to grow further in his third album as well. And now the summary of jiminie mentions by other idols, celebrities, media outlets, and much more. First, we have more official information about Jimin's The Truth Untold exhibition. Big Hit Music announced that the event will open its doors on Friday, October 11th and will last until November 3rd, and it is scheduled to be held at the Le Méridien Moxie Hotel in Myeongdong, Seoul, South Korea. The exhibition will be held to look back on Jimin's activities for his first solo album Face and second solo album Muse. This exhibition will shed light on his solo activities with various contents. Through Jimin's handwritten production diary and lyric writing notes, you can get a glimpse of how fiercely he worked as a creator. The event area will be divided into two parts of both albums so that the audience can understand Jimin's emotions while making his solo works. The Face section, which is inspired by waves, ripples of water, has a media wall, a distortion mirror, and constant waves to visually convey the confusion Jimin experienced in the process of finding his complete eye. The waves get calmer as they approach Muse, symbolizing the beginning of a new journey and suggesting that Jimin has overcome his confusion and successfully faced me. Costumes and props worn for various performances and music videos, as well as trophies and plaques he received, will also be on display. Oh my goodness, how I wish I could see it all with my own eyes, but I hope we will get to see some glimpses of this amazing experience from generous armies on Twitter X who will attend this magical side of Jimin's artistic creation process. I'm looking forward to it during JIMTOBER celebrations. Next, the anniversaries of Jimin's two gorgeous solo masterpieces from BTS's discography, Serendipity and Lie, happened where we celebrated 7th and 8th year with those timeless hits that will forever be loved and cherished by armies around the world. Then the Hollywood Reporter magazine added Jimin to its list of platinum power players in music who moved the culture at large in 2024, and they mention in their article that his single for Muse reached number 1 on Billboard Global 200 and debuted at number 12 on the Hot 100. Also, Jimin's Who is still one of the highest grossing songs in the US, and it remains in the top 10 of the highest grossing songs overall. It grossed over 78,000 last week, the highest performing song by any Asian artist, as well as the highest performing song under the Geffen Records and Big Hit label. After that, in the video of the Japanese program Another Sky, Yua Yagira, a famous Japanese actor, a fan of BTS, took pictures with Jimin, posters saying that he thinks Jimin is very cute. And then, in the recent interview for Weavers magazine, Le Sserafim member Sakura recommended Friends by Jimin, and additionally, the same girl group added Like Crazy to their Spotify playlist. Last year, in the Face era, Jimin did 2 TikTok challenges with Le Sserafim members for Like Crazy and their song Unforgiven. Following up to add even more cute mentions, we had Benny Cat family account with 2.3 million followers on TikTok posting adorable kitty cat cover of Jimin's Who, which made us feel all warm and fuzzy inside. And next up, Jimin was voted number 1 in top 100 most handsome faces of K-pop in 2024, and his amazing song Be Mine won a vote of top 25 best K-pop songs released in August 2024. Then, after a nerve-wracking battle, Jimin took first place in October birthday vote for the U-Pick side. He gathered a whopping over 173 million votes, for which Team Jimin deserves a big round of applause. This year, the 6th birthday vote winner will receive 3 days of advertising at Yongdong-po Times Square in Seoul. And then next, in another birthday vote for Paul Doal Up, Jimin took first place as well, where as a reward this year, the 7th birthday vote winner will receive 3 days at the AC Cent Media Arts Steering Exhibition Hall in Seoul. Following up, Jimin ranked first in the K-Do weekly rankings from September 2nd to September 8th, 2024 with over 39 million votes. So far, Jimin has achieved first place to a total of 170 times on the weekly ranking, and it's continuing to expand his record for most first place wins. After that, Jimin took first place in Fan Plus October birthday vote and got his 8th birthday win. As a reward, he will receive a Konkuk University Station LED ad on his birthday for 14 days. And then also for his wins in Fan Plus votings in 2 pools titled K-pop Legend Pink-Haired Male Idol and K-pop Charming Eye Smile Male Idol, Jimin reward advertisements will be broadcasted on the LED pillars on the level 1 of Nonhyun Station Line 7 subway in Seoul from 6th to 19th of September and from 13th to 26th of September. And speaking of subway station advertisements, the ones for Jimin win in Idol Champ, Song Champ of August were captured recently in a video from one of Passing By ARMYs. And speaking of ARMYs, the Russian Jimin fanbase sent flowers of appreciation to radio stations in the country that added Jimin's Who to their playlists. And if we mention radio during last week's, according to Mediabase ad board, Who by Jimin has been added to 12 new top 40 US pop radio stations. And next, I have for you few additional OT7 news, like Daily Tribune reporting about thousands of members from 50 Filipino ARMY fan groups of BTS participated in the nationwide Purple Walk of Love at Ayala Triangle Gardens in Ayala Avenue, Makati on Sunday, September 8. The event aimed to combat misinformation and raise awareness in support of Yoongi and his recent situation. The Filipino ARMY, also known as Philo ARMY and Pearls, expressed their unwavering support for BTS, saying they will always stand by them. The event of a round of 3,000 of ARMYs who joined the community healing walk with the campaign The Purple Walk of Love, You Never Walk Alone, was also widely reported in the local news. Thank you, fellow ARMYs. Let's hope Yoongi and BTS heard about your campaign and are happy to receive your love, support, and dedication. And then Billboard has named BTS as the 19th greatest pop star of the 21st century. In their article, they listed all of BTS' biggest achievements, like first K-pop group to hit number 1 on both Billboard Hot 100 and Billboard 200 chart, 6 Billboard Hot 100 entries, 6 Billboard 200 number 1 entries, 5 Grammy nominations, 10 MTV Awards, 12 Billboard Awards. And they wrote, no K-pop group or group in general has been able to accomplish what Bangtan has this century, from creating a global community to expanding K-pop well outside of its genre and delivering 7 successful pop star solo acts. BTS truly paved the way. Jimin and Jungkook number 1's solo entries on the Hot 100 were also mentioned, where about Jimin it said Jimin made history with the release of his first solo album Face, as the single Like Crazy became the first song by a Korean solo artist to top the Billboard Hot 100. Alright my lovelies, so that is all for this week's 80th episode of Jimin Weekly News, and at the end, like always, please enjoy Jiminie achievements. See you next time!